Good afternoon. The 16-year-old boy who raped and murdered Alesha MacPhail has been identified today. A judge in Glasgow's High Court has allowed Aaron Campbell's name to be reported after he was found guilty of killing the 6-year-old yesterday. Sky's James Matthews has the latest from Glasgow High Court.
Yeah, well, we can give you the details and we can show you pictures of the 16-year-old who killed Alesha MacPhail. The Scottish legal system doesn't allow for the naming of under-18s in court proceedings. It was drawn up by the Scottish Parliament to protect the vulnerable, whether that's a victim witness or indeed the accused in the majority of cases. This was deemed to be exceptional, and there was an exceptional public interest. That was the argument by Sky News and other media organisations before the judge, Lord Matthews, today. The point was made that this was a 16-year-old, Aaron Campbell, who, in coming to court, blamed somebody else. He blamed an 18-year-old girl on the Isle of Bute, and her name was in the papers, in the media, the broadcast media, for a couple of days, and to all intents and purposes, it looked like she was the suspect. So that was deemed to be, or the argument was that that was an aggravating circumstance, part of the public interest reason why he should be named in this exceptional circumstance, and the decision was taken by the judge that we, the media, can identify him, can show you the picture of the 16-year-old who was behind the very brutal murder of Alesha MacPhail. Aaron Campbell is well achieving, we were told. He was good at maths. He had many friends at school. He's a middle-class kid, well-to-do, from a well-to-do younger sister. His father works offshore, and he himself came to court, you know, with this concocted story, blaming somebody else. Had said that he was having an affair with a lady called Tony McLaughlin, the girlfriend of Alesha's dad, that they'd had sex. They'd dropped a used condom. She had used that to plant evidence. If anybody looking for a weakened, remorseful shell of a human being, perhaps for some comfort, they didn't get it when they saw Aaron Campbell giving evidence. Earlier on, I spoke to Campbell Dean, one of the solicitors arguing the case on behalf of the media to identify Aaron Campbell today. Let's listen to some of what he had to say.
The law doesn't permit us to identify unless there is a public interest, and it was quite clear that Lord Matthews was of the view that this was a case of exceptional public interest. There is no doubt that the nature of the crime and the incrimination of an individual would point to exceptional reasons for allowing it to be published.
Interestingly, we heard during discussions that there had been talk of, or indeed Aaron Campbell had told those around him there was a price on his head. We heard from the Crown QC saying, look, we had this yesterday about a particular threat. There had been intelligence gathered, but he said it's not credible and it didn't quite bottom out. That was countered by Aaron Campbell's QC, who said, well, look, yesterday we were told that this actually was a credible threat. So that was never quite bottomed out, but you know, he faces a very long future, currently inside Polmont Young Offenders Institution, where he will be for some considerable time. He is due to be sentenced before Lord Matthews on the 21st of March.